So, how many of you have been to the gym and seen people doing weightlifting exercises with poor technique, or watch videos online with people with poor technique? I regularly go to the gym and definitely see a lot of people doing these strength-based exercises with poor form. A lot of times these exercises include back squat, deadlifts, clean and jerk. Strength exercises are actually very beneficial to your health and helping improve your muscle mass. However, with poor technique, it can lead to injury. A common injury is actually going to be in our lower back. Later on, we're going to hear from a CrossFit certified trainer about the benefits and possibility of injury with strength-based exercises. So, I'm sure many of you have experienced lower back pain at some point in your life, whether it was acute pain or chronic pain. Acute pain is going to be short-term, usually resolved with a little bit of self-care in that area. And then chronic pain is going to be longer lasting, anywhere up from like 12 weeks or more, and usually due to an injury. According to the National Institute of Neurological Disorder and Stroke, many people will injure themselves from doing a lot of activity when they're not physically fit. Not being consistent with strength exercises can mean that our abdomen and our back is weak and is not properly supporting our spine. In order to prevent that type of injury is to be consistent when we're doing these strength exercises using that proper technique, making sure we're engaging our muscles. So proper technique is going to be very important for our health, and with the proper technique, it's going to help us reduce possibility of injury. So actually a benefit to doing strength exercises is alleviating lower back pain, because strengthening your back will strengthen your abdomen as well, which in turn is going to support that spine better. But before starting any type of strength-based exercising, it's important to speak to your doctor, speak to a trainer, so you know how to do proper form with these exercises. Make sure you know what weight to use and what kind of duration we are using. So, with strength exercises, very many benefits for improving our health, making us stronger and leaner. And other things that we've learned from Mayo Clinic and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services is that it helps us with our bone mass. As we're putting weight on our bones, we're helping our bone density, which in turn is helping reduce our risk of osteoporosis. It's also going to help us manage signs and symptoms of chronic conditions such as obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and lower back pain. It also helps us control our weight, helps us increase our metabolism. Overall, it's going to help us with our quality of life. As we're building this muscle, it's going to help with our balance as we're supporting that spine. It's going to reduce falls that may happen as we get older. It's also going to help with those daily activities that we do, such as moving furniture when we're moving, carrying groceries, or like carrying a baby. So to learn a little bit more about the benefits and possibility of injury, we're going to speak to Sergio Celis. He is a CrossFit certified level 1 trainer for 3 years now. He has a sports background in BMX, soccer, collegiate baseball. Most currently, he competed in the Olympic lifting nationally in the 73 kilogram category. He is a U.S. Forest Service hotspot firefighter. His focus in training is getting those athletes developed in their individual sport and also helping those with their occupational needs, such as military and first responders. All right, so what are some benefits of strength-based exercises?
Benefits to doing strength-based exercises. Okay, mainly it's going to be building your foundation. It's going to be building your core, whether it be your anterior and your posterior. It's going to be building your legs. It's going to be building on your upper body. Okay, movements that are going to help us lift for longer and to help us do our normal body activities that we do all throughout life, and to make sure that we always do it ourselves.
Great. So what are some strength-based exercises that you notice people do with poor form?
3 main movements that I always see with people have really poor technique, or they've never been shown, or they've never been taught properly. Biggest 3 to me are going to be the overhead press, the squat, and the deadlift. Okay, 3 main ones.
Okay. So what are some consequences of poor technique?
Things that can happen because you're using poor technique. You can develop a lot of injuries. They can be minor and they can be major. And they may not happen right away. They may happen over time. And your body just starts deteriorating. And you become sore in places that you probably really shouldn't, rather than having that full body engagement.
Right, so how do you ensure that people you're training are using the proper form?
One way to ensure that our clients or our athletes are performing with proper form is giving them like immediate cues that can kind of help them adjust themselves or to make them realize, oh, that's where I'm supposed to feel it. Whether it be, oh, keep your head looking to the horizon, engage your stomach, engage your glutes, and before you do any movement, or maintain that engagement throughout the entire movement. Okay, same thing is just making sure when you finish you exhale, or right before you do a rep, you take a deep breath to make sure you get that engagement.
So, do you have any suggestions or recommendations for people who are starting to lift or lifting without a trainer to prevent injury?
Okay, quick suggestion for anybody who's trying to do any strength-based exercise or to build on strength or so on and so forth. Okay, it's all in moderation. So you don't want to start off with too much volume, with too much of working out right away. Why? Because then your body doesn't have a chance to adjust and to get conditioned. Okay, so my biggest suggestion is always start off with 3 days a week. Okay, have a nice spaced out 3 days a week. Don't try to do 1, 2, 3 and then rest for a bunch of period of time. Try to work out one day, rest one day. Work out one day, rest one day.
Perfect. So, as we've heard, it's very beneficial to our health to do these strength-based exercises as long as we're using that proper technique. That way we're preventing injury in such areas as our lower back. As I said before, it's always important to speak to a doctor, speak to a trainer, watch these how-to videos, or even speak to someone experienced in strength-based exercises before you begin.